Alright, so I thought today I would do an example of solving a system of equations by graphing. So I've come up with two equations. So here's two equations I like, and I picked two different looking equations so that we could see the two methods of graphing. The first equation on the left is in slope-intercept form. I can see the slope is -5/3, and the y-coordinate of the y-intercept is +3. It hits the y-axis at 3. The other equation has both x and y on the same side, so this one is more set up to graph by finding intercepts, letting x be 0 to find your y-intercept, and letting y be 0 to find your x-intercept. So let's go ahead and find our intercepts for that second equation, since that first one is already set up for graphing. Let's start by finding our x-intercept. This tells us that y is equal to 0. Y is always equal to 0 if you have an x-intercept. So let's plug that in and find x. So we let y be equal to 0. That is all 0. We get x equals 9. So that is the point 9, 0. We let y be equal to 0. We found that x was equal to 9. So that's our x-intercept. We'll find our y-intercept in a similar way. Here we know x is equal to 0 if we're finding a y-intercept. So let's let x be equal to 0. Careful when this goes away that negative stays attached to that term that we still have. Divide both sides by -3 to remove the -3 from the y, and we get y is equal to -3. This gives us the point 0, -3. We let x be equal to 0, we find that y is -3. So now that we have 2 points, we can graph this line. Let's do that over here. Alright, so I'll go ahead and graph that one in pink since I did its points in pink. The first one is 9, 0. 9 on the x-axis, 0 on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right there. And the other point is 0, -3. 0 on the x-axis, -3 on the y-axis. That's 1, 2, 3, right there. Connect those points to give me that line. Something like that. So let's go back to our other line. This line has a y-intercept, well, let's do this in a different color, of 0, 3. That's our y-intercept, and a slope of -5/3. Rise over run. So once I plot my y-intercept of 0, 3, then from there I'm going to move down 5 and to the right 3. So let's do that. 0, 3, 1, 2, 3. And my slope says go down 5, move to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That is actually the point where they cross. There we go. It seems like the point that they cross is right there at 1, 2, 3 on the x-axis, 1, 2, -2 on the y-axis. I believe it's the point 3, -2. Would be a good idea to check. You don't have to, but it's a good idea. So I'll go ahead and check. Again, my equations, y equals -5 thirds x plus 3, and x minus 3y equals 9. I'm going to plug that point 3, -2 into both of them and see if they result in true statements. So y, -2 is equal to negative 5 over 3 times x, which we say is positive 3. Again, remember, we're just using the x and y coordinate from this point over here. X is 3, y is negative 2. And this does seem to be a true statement. Negative 2 does equal negative 5 plus 3. So that one's true. Let's try the second equation. X minus 3 times y equals 9. 3 plus 6 does in fact equal 9. That is another true statement. So our solution is the set containing the 1.3, negative 2. That's the one place where they cross. That's our solution.